Hello to all my scrappy friends out there. I'm Jana Eubank, and today I have another layout using the July 2023 hip kits. Now, my assignment for this layout was to create with 4 of my favorite products from the July kits. Now, this was easy or hard depending on how you want to look at it, because I love all of the products in the kits, and so to choose just 4 to focus on was a bit tricky, but I did it. All right, here we go, guys. First off, I just have some pattern papers on my desk that I'm going to combine together to create my background. That background paper with the teal squares is called Island. I then am using the offset stripe paper called Relax and matting that with the Island Orange cardstock from the cardstock kit. And this shows you my first favorite product from the July kits, and that is all of the luscious pattern papers. I'm also using one of the pattern papers called Horizon to map my photos. It has this beautiful rainbow tie-dye type pattern on it, and I thought it would be fun to mat this strip of photos on the left and then another one of my photos on the right. So you can see that the strip has a gradation of the pinks to the yellows to the blues, and then I used mostly blue on my main photo. I did double mat that with the yellow frond pattern paper to make it stand out a little bit and also match the yellow gradation of the rainbow paper where it's kind of yellow in the middle, since that will be bumped up a bit. Now I'm anchoring all of these photos with the pink dot paper, that's Monstera. And my idea for this page is to use the magicals from the color kit to create rainbow sprinkles or splatters in the background, matching or coordinating with that rainbow pattern on that strip of photos. So if you haven't played with the magicals before, these are so much fun. They're little pots of shimmery powders, and you can add them to any kind of medium that you want. I've just been using them with water and having such a blast with them. So here we have Dip Your Toe Teal, Umbrella Drink Pink, and Teeny Weeny Bikini, which is that yellow color. I love that we have, in essence, the primary colors here so that I can mix them together and create my own colors. So I did add a drop of white acrylic paint to them just to give them a little bit more of an opaque look, but it didn't really change them that much, so I don't think you need to worry about that. Now I'm taking a drop of each of the colors and combining them in another little portion of that palette to create orange and green, so that as I create the sprinkles on my background, I have all 5 colors and I can go in the order of the rainbow. So what I'm going to do here is take some scraps of white cardstock just to protect the base of my layout, and I'm going to just sprinkle these on my page. Now what I did ahead of time is I did mark with a pencil where my photos were going to go, so I could use that as a guideline as to where I'm adding those splatters. So I'll take a moment here to do that. I will add a lot of pink across the top, and then I will add a lot of blue. I do just a little bit of the orange, the yellow, and the green. I mostly add the pink, and I mostly add the blue. The pink just stands out a lot more than the others, but the blue reminds me of the ocean, right? Water droplets. And so I think that's why I gravitated to using a lot of the blue. I do go back in and add a little more yellow and a little more pink just to balance this out. And it doesn't really look that bright on the camera as you're watching this, but when I was finished and when it was dried, it was quite bright and quite busy against that striped background, which, depending on your level of comfort with ink splatters, it may not bother you, but I wanted to tone it down a little bit. So I'm going to do another mixed media type technique to this, and I will show you that in just a moment. So I'll just finish these splatters. I'm going to go ahead and get my strips in place. I did add another strip with this orange seashell pattern. That's from the Horizon paper. I just felt like that really helped those photos to stand out. So I'll use my quilting rulers, get those straight, and then I'm going to go ahead and start, adhere down all the layers, including my photos. And now I'm bringing in some more white acrylic paint. And this is another mixed media, type technique you can do. Now I wanted the splatters to show through. I just wanted to tone them down. Now I could do that with like a piece of vellum or something like that, but I didn't want another paper layer. So really what I'm doing is I'm just dipping my finger into some white acrylic paint and I'm just smearing it on. I don't want a bright white on the background. I just keep rubbing it until it's almost translucent. So you can still see the splatters in person. It looks like I'm covering them completely, but you can still see the splatters. They really are just toned down. So I'm going to add add that smudge or that smear of white acrylic paint all around both photos. And in fact, I do add more of that acrylic paint both above and below the photos. The reason I do that is where I'm going to add my title and possibly my journaling. So I want them to really pop against that striped background. So doing the white acrylic paint just kind of adds this, I don't know, just a transition spot for those elements of the page to stand out a bit more. So I'll go ahead and finish that up and then we'll move on. Now, one of the embellishments I haven't used yet, I've used the vellum leaves, but I haven't used the fruits from the vellum die cuts yet. And so I thought it might be fun to add those across the bottom of this photo. I think they look super, super cute, but I actually do end up changing them as I continue on with my design. But the die cuts are my second favorite product from the kits. And I think that's an easy one, right? Because we get a variety of die cuts in every kit. This month we have vellum die cuts, we have cardstock die cuts, and we have chipboard die cuts. And so I love all of these fun shapes to play with. There's tags, there's all kinds of things. And so I always enjoy moving those around on my page and combining them together. So here I've added a few of those vellum leaves to the left side of the page in pink and yellow, in an effort to match the gradation of that rainbow paper, but I do end up changing those out along with the fruits in a moment. And the reason is, as I start to work on my title, I really want to use these puffy script words from the main kit. They're so cute. I mean, look at that fun font with the big swoopy S. Like, that's so, so cute. So my idea was to use the title Summer Selfies with these photos of my daughters, and so I have two script fonts going on, which I think look great together. They really, really are cute. But the way that S swoops down, I had this trapped white space to the left of the word selfies. And so I'm going to mess with this a lot all throughout the creation of this layout, because that trapped white space just kind of posed a problem for how to embellish it. I added some of those puffy waves from the same puffy sticker sheet as the script font, but it just felt a little forced. I think it looks cute with the fish. I just wasn't sure about it, and I mess with it quite a bit. So I will kind of explain what my thought process as I do that. Now, because I used the word selfies in the title, I wanted to add a camera. So I found this little puffy camera in the embellishment kit, and I'm combining it together with one of the little die cuts from the Pocket Life kit, just to add to the date to the top right corner of that main photo. Now, because I added the fish, I felt like I needed to add more aquatic life and more of a tropical feel around the page than just the fruits. So that's where I changed out the vellum die cuts and I started bringing in the chipboard and the cardstock die cuts. So I have the two florals on the left of the top photo in the top left corner. I've accented that with some fussy cut leaves. Those leaves actually come from the Monstera paper, which is the opposite side of the pink dot paper. So I fussy cut out several of those and I added those florals up there, and then I'm starting to build out a cluster of florals along the bottom with the leaves, and I use that chipboard surfboard kind of as a base shape to add those. And I don't know why, I just really love those surfboards. My daughters ended up doing like a kayak on this particular day, so it kind of nods towards that memory that they went out on that little glass bottom kayak together, even though those aren't kayaks. I know they're not, but it does kind of, jog your memory that, oh, they did that day. So here I'm just building off of those florals, and I'm adding 3 clusters there to create a visual triangle. Now here's where I want to bring in more of the aquatic life to go with those fish that I put to the left of the title. So I added in the jellyfish in the top left cluster. I also added a sunshine above the row of photos. And then down in the bottom cluster, I added that lemon colored flamingo floaty as well as 2 fish die cuts. And so that's coming together and coordinating with that title. Now, I really love how these embellishment clusters look, but they are quite large. They are, which I'm fine with. I think they fill the space great. However, as I'm looking at them in comparison to my title feels dwarfed a little bit. I know it doesn't really look that way on camera right now. I think it actually looks quite good, but in person, it it just was very obvious that there was all this white space in the top right corner, and my title just didn't feel like it was in proportion to the other embellishment clusters. So that's when I start messing with it some more. I move it up, thinking I could add some journaling underneath or add in more waves. And so I'm just messing with this a lot, trying to create a better balance with the larger clusters that I've created. So I go ahead and I peel off that label. I think, well, maybe I'll move the camera up. Oh, I don't know. I grab these 2 tiny tags from the Pocket Life Kit and fill in that corner underneath the selfies title, and then I add a little twine to those tags, and which makes me add a little twine to the neck of the flamingo floaty below. So we've got some softness going on, but I'm just still struggling with that title. I decide to move the fish to the top right corner or top left corner of this strip of photos, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should just do something completely different under this title. And I go to the die cuts or the metal dies. This is the alpha die from the June kits. And I think, okay, maybe I just need to peel off that pink script word and add a larger pink word that's of selfies. So I'm going to try that. But before I do that, I'm going to move the waves down to the bottom of the page, and then I die cut those letters. I'm like, well, that looks pretty good, but I'm still not sure. So I add the waves back on. Like I told you, I really did mess with this a lot. I was super indecisive. So you're just going to see me struggle, and things are going to move around. You can see I've added some waves at the top. I even tried a different title here. So all along the way, I'm taking photos with my phone. My phone is actually one of my favorite scrapbooking tools because it allows me to take a quick snapshot of my page, try something else out, take a snapshot of that, and then I can walk away from the page for a bit and just swipe back and forth in between those options and go, okay, which one am I drawn to the most? So here I'll show you how I'm just gonna like swipe through all these different variations that I've done along the way, and I decide, you know what, this is the one I'm landing on. So finally, I found something that felt good to me. I did a mixture of that adorable puffy script. I hope I've mentioned that the puffy stickers are my third favorite product, and then my 4th favorite product on this page are the metal dies. I know those alpha dies technically come from the June kits, but I love all the alpha dies that Hip Kit Club comes out each month. So there we go, guys. I finally did it. I finally landed on a design. I added a couple of chipboard hearts in the upper right corner. Of course, I added some journaling down at the bottom, and that will complete my page. I hope you enjoyed seeing this come together and that you felt seen, that we all struggle through layouts sometimes, but in the end, it's worth it. Okay, guys, I'm Jana Eubank for Hip Kit Club. We'll see you next time.